Hi everybody, welcome to Reality Buzz TV. So guys, since I have a little bit of time, I thought we can continue with the gossip. Yeah, Widows Unveiled. Widows Unveiled is a reality show on Showmax. It's about the widows of five influential men. Okay, it's Double HP, who was a rapper and musician, Mendoza, the music kwaito musician, and then it's what's the other man? The garage owner, businessman, late Minister of Defense, and then Menzingubane, the late Menzingubane, influential man. So now, you guys, let's talk about the Leratos because there are two Leratos on the show. There's Lerato Sengati, who is Double HP's widow, who got fired from her other job for doing this show. Okay, because apparently she had not disclosed she's doing this show, but is working somewhere where it's like a conflict of interest, I guess, for her to be doing a reality show with another network while working for the other kind of a situation. She even got fired because they believed Uguchi she is involved in the creation of the show. She is one of the owners of the show, Lerato Singati. Now, this is what is going to surprise you. There is another Lerato on this show. It's Lerato Maphantsoe, Umamu Maphantsoe, who was married to the late Mr. Maphantsoe. Mr. Maphantsoe was the Minister of Defense in South Africa. Mrs. Maphantsoe, who is Lerato Maphantsoe, is the Lerato that is the executive producer for the show. If you go on a Showmax website and read about the show, you will find out this is the Lerato that is the executive producer of the show. I still feel like maybe the other Lerato might have been involved in the creation of the show, but they are very clear to say Lerato Maphantsoe is the executive producer of the show. So she is the one with the money, okay? Now, you wouldn't be able to tell on the show, Shem, because she's very humble. And in fact, if you're going to think what anybody has to do with the coming together of the show, you're probably going to think it has to do with Lerato Singati or Mpho Shabalala, okay? But no, it's her. I like that, okay? Then you guys, let's talk about her. So she lost her husband too because that's what the show is about. And guys, at this point, I'm like, okay, is there a man in South Africa that passes away, and after they pass away, you don't find out that they have a secret family, you don't get abused by the in-laws, Is there any, you know, does that ever happen? Because this one, they find the wife, because other people knew, the wife found out that the husband had other kids, and not just young kids. Okay, while she was having her own kids, the father was having, he was having kids here and then there. Now this is what this man did. That is very low. So what he used to do, I guess maybe it's very hard for a married man to be able to hide that there's money that you're paying every month for the maintenance of other kids, especially if your finances are integrated in the family. The wife is going to find out at some point that there's money that you're paying every month to some bank account that nobody knows about, and they're going to investigate and find out that you have these other kids that you're trying to hide. So what this man did, that was very low, okay? He would pay the money to his son. I'm not clear if this money he would take cash and give to his son, or he will pay to the son's bank account. But it would be like the money is given to the son, and then he would give the instruction to the son with the banking details to say every month, please pay this money to these bank accounts. Meaning it was the maintenance for the other kids. But for some time, the son didn't know. The father would be like, ndodana, just le mali ngikufakele yona ikhokhe to this account and this account, or to this account if it was one account, and the son would do just that. Okay, maybe he would deposit, I don't know you guys how much, let's just make an example, maybe he would deposit 3,000 rand, and then he'd be like, okay, 2,000 rands deposits in this account. Maybe the son will be left. So the mother is thinking this, the father is spoiling the son, giving him so much money, but the son will, every month the son will be asked to transfer the money. Now, not so long before the father passed away, he is drunk somewhere. He calls the son, Woza uzongilanda somewhere. The son drives because now they're grown up. They have a son and a daughter, or Mrs. Maphantsoe and Mr. Maphantsoe. And they're grown up now, and he could drive at that point, drives to pick up his dad, picks up his dad. And his dad, you know how they say, a drunk man tells no lies. And a drunk man starts spilling the truth, okay, to his son. And he starts saying, my son, I have children, and it's the three of them. And this money that I always give you every month to deposit to this bank account is for my children. But please don't tell your mother. Very low, you guys, because basically you're asking your son to betray your mother the same way that you are betraying her. Like, it's very unfair to a child to do something like that. Now a son had to hide that secret. Number one, it's a bomb to him as well, because he didn't know. Now he knows that his father has another family. And now, on top of that, he has to hide this from his mother. He does talk a lot about how that affected his relationship with his mom. For some reason, they started fighting for no reason. And that was because he was holding this secret against his mom. The father passes away. He thinks, listen, I'm free now. Just even a week after he passed away, I think it was even before he was buried, the son sits the mother down and says, listen, this is a secret that my father told me, that he has children. In addition to those children, now there's other children that are coming elokishini, because the son is saying, I used to see him with a lot of girls elokishini. So now those girls will come to me now and then and say, yes, good, I have a daughter. Your daughter is actually your sister, because they know his father had money, so everybody now wants to to be associated. So there's a lot of that. They've done some DNAs with some of the kids. Some of them got to no. And then there's others that are still claiming. So they're going through this confusion phase. But their wife is like, listen, I said, till death do us apart, the death has come. And it has done us apart. The death has come and it has done us apart. Last week she was doing like a ceremony thing when she was taking off the ring. I wonder how good that feels, you guys, to be like, I did it all. And we said until death do us apart, and it has done us apart. I guess other women that are still having kids out there claiming it's he's no longer here, Yes, you guys. So that is the story. There was the bomb. But she also went through a lot of betrayal from the in-laws, because she had a sister-in-law that she claims she was very close to when the husband was around, But after he passed, she felt like she went behind her back and worked with those people now, the other families now that were trying to now, because now they're going to be fighting for my estates, 999. She felt like the sister-in-law went and helped those people, and instead of standing with her, and she didn't get a lot of support from the family. Abo Ragati, Ragati went and but Ragati mabimbuza lana on the show, she acts so innocent. Hi mina, I just want peace. Mina. Ningane zabhuti wami zibe right. Anyway, you guys, a very peaceful lady, Mrs. Maphantsoe. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Now, you guys, this is a part that is interesting. Remember, in the gossip I did talking about Mfundiswa and Mpho Shabalala, and Mpho Shabalala possibly being a side chick. You know that story. Now, she makes a comment, Mrs. Maphantsoe, to say, listen, I get along with those ladies. I was able to build a friendship with all of those ladies except for one. Funny enough, the one that we are not friends with right now is the one I brought to the show, which is Mfundiswa. And she says, I decided to take a step back from her because I felt like she's going through some things. And there are certain things that she has said recently that I don't necessarily agree with. So we are not getting along right now. So I thought, what could that be? And I was like, it can only be one thing. It can only be the poor situation. So when I read that article, I thought it's possible that when Mom Fundisa brings this to the group, they're not gonna believe her when she says, "Listen, you guys, I have proof that Mpho Shabalala was my husband's side chick." They're not going to believe him. Or another possibility is that when she brings it to the group, Mpho will have receipts to prove that she's not the side chick. But I'm still interested how she's gonna get out of the car situation. Okay, did you get a car from this man? Is it the same car that you're driving? You know, I'm just wondering if she'll be able to prove that. But I suspect that the reason that Umam Fundisa is not getting along with Mrs. Maphantsoe is because of that situation. I also suspect Mrs. Maphantsoe already knew about these rumors before they started shooting the show, and maybe they had agreed that they're not going to bring it up because they wanted to be for the show to be this positive show where widows are coming together and supporting each other. And that story has no element of that, none. Okay, so maybe they agreed that they were not going to bring it up, and then she decided to bring it up because I did question a little bit, why did she not tell the story to Mrs. Maphantsoe? Why did she wait until she told the story to Mrs. Ngubane? And I was like, it could be that they had agreed that they're not going to bring it up on the show, this story, and then she went behind her back and brought it up. But you guys, obviously the new episode is coming tomorrow, and we are going to find out if they actually are going to talk about this particular story. I want to hear what Mpho Shabalala's response is to the rumor, and also how the other ladies are going to react to it. But that is it about Mrs. Maphantsoe. Don't forget to go watch the show on Showmax. It's Widows Unveiled. Episodes come every Monday. Thank you. Please like the video and also share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Give me time.